while she's doing that, I'll deploy what's called an EPIRB device, Emergency Position Indicating Radio Beacon. That'll send out a signal and let everybody know where we are. And these things will deploy automatically if they're needed. They're on a hydrostatic release cord. And if anybody does go swimming today, please don't get overboard. But if you do end up in the water, your suits will help you float. But we will also throw in a life ring. Please look for that life ring and hold on to it. We'll turn the boat around very quickly and put a boat hook out for you to grab a hold of and or hook your suits and pull you up next to the boat and get you back in, okay?
Little black heads floating right there?
Yeah.
Those are all sea otters.
Let's hear it, come
on. They sleep in the kelp and they like to hang out there, but in return they're eating pretty much everything that eats the kelp. So they don't actually eat the kelp, they eat small fish, crabs, sea urchins. The way they crack open the crab, and usually they don't let us get this close either. Usually they'll dive and swim to the other side of the kelp, but yeah, they do like the kelp forests, but they're not always here. I wonder how these guys have been spending their summer.
There's a lot of them though.
There are a lot of them, yeah. And they're not scared of us. That's crazy. He asks me to make the sea lion noise, and that I will not do.
Why?
It's disgusting. It's rude. It sounds like a giant burp. So speaking of sea lions, up here on this Coast Guard navigation buoy, there's actually some sea lions. It makes everything very quiet too. And it's actually the largest species of sea lion.
Is that like a animal?
Could be, but not necessarily. You guys see that rock up there that's moving? It's actually not a rock. So yeah, that's a brown bear up there actually.
Oh.
We can't really get much closer because this is actually really shallow up in here. We've got 20-foot tidal swings here, so actually during low tide, most of this is going to be exposed. It's very, very shallow.
Yeah, I can see this.
See him cruising. So that's a coastal brown bear. We actually only have the one type of bear on this island, coastal brown bear. But they get bigger than grizzlies. It's actually the third largest bear.
Yeah, that big mountain. Go all the way down, right? Now go over like 3 days.
See, just one I can.
Yeah, just the one.
Yeah.
It's alright. Right, you see the closer trees to our right.
On this island, we actually have the highest concentration of coastal brown bears in the world.
This has gone.
Bald eagle up there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Right up in the tree, right ahead.
That white spot?
Yep. That little white golf ball, that's a bald eagle. They get really big as well. Their wingspan gets up to 6 feet. I mean, they're catching fish the size of my arm. It's wild. But they actually have this, they mate for life, but they have this mating sequence they do. It's called the death spiral, where they fly up super high and then they plummet and spin, and they're holding on to each other. They're holding on to each other and they're plummeting down, and that's how they mate. It's like a trust thing, because sometimes if one eagle decides that it doesn't want to mate with the other, it'll let go and the other one will plummet to its death. That's why it's...
Nice one.
Yeah, they're waving at us. They're putting on a show for us.
Yeah. They're trying to eat us.
They're like, come over here.
The orange ball in the water, is that a crab pod?
It is, yep.
How come I don't see a lot of them?
They know we're here.
Size doesn't matter.
Oh,
there's
a bunch.
Oh, yep, look at that. So they just did another bubble net.
More fish.
So that one tail slapping, maybe he was just...
So your last year?
I'm sorry?
Your last year?
Second to last. So yeah, I'll be going into my junior year.
What a cool summer job.
It worked out perfectly.
How did you get the job?
I got lucky. Hey, this whale got caught in a crab trap over by Teneke, and so the biologists had to, pack up their dinner and go untangle this whale on Thanksgiving Day. So
I only see the tail.
matriarchal, which means
Now, are the orcas, what they eat, is that dependent upon like their liking of the fish or food, or like their family?
so it depends on the family. So there's actually only 4 total.
Have you visited the other 3?
No, they're very hard to get to. It's the same thing with Huna, as you can only reach them by ship and by seaplane. So it's difficult and expensive. And
Have you
there's
been up on a seaplane? Storm free.
concern for what reason? Because
Dependent on. That's a good answer.
yeah. So
Look
I
how
learned a
close
lot
they are.
from her. Learned a lot from the other deckhands. We have a lot of interesting. Humpback whales don't have teeth. They have baleen. Yeah, so you can think of it like a giant mustache. It's these strings or plates made out of keratin, and it's attached to their upper jaw. And so when they're feeding, they bring a whole bunch of fish into their mouths, but they're also bringing in a bunch of seawater. But instead of drinking that seawater, they'll close their mouths, use their tongues to push the water out, but that baleen helps trap the fish inside while still filtering the water out. And
And they just swallow them whole?
yeah, they swallow them whole. So they're only eating really small